Hello everyone, welcome back to Corner Sports. This is Sophia, your host with the most. Sophia not with an F-A-Y-H, Sophia with a P-H-I-A. Today we'll be talking about a very sensitive issue, something that has ruined and is still ruining plenty relationships, and it's at some point or the other, it must, let me not use the word must, but at one point or the other, it feels like every relationship encounters it, or most relationship rather encounters it, or something close to it. Like that is, even if it doesn't happen for real, you have your suspicions at one point or the other that if you are being truthful now, like, is this person doing this thing? Could this person be doing this thing? Or you yourself might even be the victim. You are tilting towards someone else who is not your partner. So what exactly is that thing we are talking about today? It's cheating. It's cheating in relationships, and how to handle a cheating partner. So yes, if you're not yet subscribed to our channel, you want to go back and click on that notification button, to subscribe to our channel so that you can follow us for more news, updates, and juicy content like this. Yes, so today I want you to sit back, and relax, and I want you to actually think about this deeply, because I've done my research, and I've met one or two persons, and I've heard stories, and I've even seen, I've seen stories from people I know, whose partner are involved in this thing. For some of them, they stayed back, but most, I will tell you, most of them actually bailed out of the relationship because they feel they cannot continue, So how do you handle a cheating partner? If you come to find out that your partner is a cheat, how do you handle it? How do you go about it in your relationship? So infidelity can be one of the most challenging experiences in a romantic relationship. Trust me, I know there are other challenges that can hit a relationship and make it sink, like lack of finance or not being able to manage finances and all that. But you see, infidelity, cheating, because not everybody can take it. Some people will go, if my partner is cheating, and I find out, and maybe when they give an explanation and I come to find out that I am the reason, or it's something I'm not doing, we can actually work it out and everybody will be okay. But for some people, it's a no. Once I find out you're cheating, that relationship is, we are done. That relationship is over, no matter how many years we've been in it, So it is crucial to be able to navigate, the situation thoughtfully and intentionally. Once you find out this is it, don't shy away from it. Don't try to think, no, this cannot be happening to me, or this is not happening. The reality is already staring you in the face. Don't deny it. What you want to do now is, how do you handle the situation? Because it's lack of handling situations like that very well that has led some people into some very awful situations that they ended up regretting. Like some people, out of anger, or the hurt that they are feeling, they just kill their partner, or kill the person their partner is with, and the police gets involved and the person ends up in jail. So your whole life and everything you built, you just allow one incident to send you to somewhere you don't want to be, So that's why the situation it needs to be handled thoughtfully and intentionally, So in today's video, we will explore the emotional impact of infidelity. How does it impact on you in the relationship, you as the lady, you as the man? If there are kids involved, how does it impact on your kids in the relationship? Would explore it, and then would also look at the practical steps to take, when confronting a cheating partner, and strategies for healing. Yes, because healing is possible, healing is attainable. No matter how badly hurt you've been, healing is attainable. And whether that means you are rebuilding the relationship, or you are actually moving on, whatever healing means to you, that's if you cannot keep up, if you feel your sanity is being affected. You just can't keep up with with this person. You want to move on, you still need to heal, even if you have to move on. So you won't, be a dysfunctional person, in the sense that whoever wants to now get involved with you in another relationship will be the one that is affected. Then you are bleeding on someone who did not cut you. The person is not the one responsible for your hurts or your pains, but because of that traumatic experience you've had, you're having a traumatic response now. So whatever you do, you are treating that person like is your ex, or is the person that caused that pain for you. So you have to make sure you've really, really, really healed, before moving on. And if it's the other way around, that you actually feel, oh, this relationship can work still, so let me stay and rebuild it, you want to still heal, because even in rebuilding, if you don't heal before thinking to rebuild the relationship would not last. It will not work, because you still feel pain. You still want to be, being suspicious. You want to be controlling the person. All those things are not supposed to be involved in a relationship will still be there. So before we explore the details of this topic today, like how do you exactly handle a cheating partner, before we go into that, I'll just like to share a short story. This is a story of somebody I heard, how that this secondary school love now. Yes, you understand. That's for those of us that had boyfriend while we were still in secondary school. I said those of us because I'm part of those people. I'm not going to lie about it. Yes, I think I started dating. I think my first relationship was when I was in SS1. Yes, SS1. Yes, that's senior secondary school, not junior secondary school. SS1. Yes, when I just got into SS1, that's when I started dating. Yes, and it was someone that wasn't in my league. Trust me, someone way older than me, someone that is almost done with school then. As at then, it was almost done with uni, while me, I was just in SS1, but that's story for another day. So this particular story I heard is something, like that, in the sense that they started dating from secondary school, and of course the guy was older than her as well, but the thing here is now the guy was older than her, like I said, but he wasn't yet in school as at then. I think he just finished secondary school, wrote his WAEC, so he was waiting for admission and stuff like that whilst she was still in secondary school. So they started dating, and it was moving smoothly and everything, and how this young love used to be. It's fiery, it's, and this young love used to be, how young love used to be, passionate, fiery, and all that, So this particular young lady was involved with this young guy as well, because of course they were both young, passionate, fierce love and all that. And then of course they started getting intimate, which was something I didn't do. So I would not advise anybody to do that, because I didn't have a personal experience of that, so I cannot advise you to. But I know from most cases that I've seen, once intimacy is involved in the relationship, that's one thing that makes it hard for you to leave. That's one thing that makes it more hurting when the person left you or leaves you, because you're not just thinking about all the good times you've had, all the times you've spent. You're also thinking about how that you've given that person your body, the person knows the whole of you. So if the person says he's no longer interested, instead of you to just move on, okay, that's fine, big deal, no big deal, I'm going to miss you, definitely, yes, but there is no intimate relation involved. But in a case where there is intimate relation involved, definitely you'd have that fear, or should I call it fear? I'm not going to call it fear. You'd have that thought of, oh, this person. You'd have that thought that you you definitely have that thought that, oh, this person has seen me, this person has been involved with me, or we've been involved with each other in this way, yada yada yada, and then you're more hurt. Trust me, you'll be more hurt, because I've heard people's story. I've heard them shared and related their story, and if there's one regret they normally have is, oh, I wish we didn't start anything intimate in the first place. So back to my story. This young lady and this young guy actually started from secondary school, and the funny thing about the others, they were actually living in the same compound. Very crazy. They were actually living in the same compound. It's a law for me. I don't know about you. It's a law for me that I cannot actually date people that are in the same environment, or yes, in the same location. How do I mean that? I am in, like, my co-worker. I can't date somebody I'm working with together in the office. Like, I just even can't. I can't date somebody that I'm in school together with, my schoolmates, even if we're not in the same class. My schoolmates. I can't date somebody I'm in the same school with. I can't date somebody I'm in the same class with. But something happened recently, which I'm going to share, that made me cut some slack on that law that I have always upheld for myself. So that's a story for another day too. So that's 2 stories for another day now. So you guys want to keep watching Corner Spot, so you can catch up with all the stories I'm looking to bring to you. Yes, so they were in the same compound together, and they continued and all that, and they did it so well that nobody actually noticed that this thing is going on between these 2 persons. So when they're in the compound, they act mutual, like natural, like the way they will relate to every other person. But when they actually meet where they normally meet or whatever, then they become all lovey-dovey and all that. Bottom line, the relationship continued. The guy got admission, he went to school. So did the lady. She got admission as well, and she went to school and all that. But then she noticed something. She noticed his priorities started changing. Unlike how he would give her attention and pay her attention and want to know everything going on with her, he started involving or engaging less. She noticed he was emotionally detaching from her. Like, he was calling less, texting less. He won't even call at all on some days, until she calls him and like, what's up? Then he goes, oh, you know how it is. But she's like, but I'm in school also. Duh, your school is not like my school, and stuff like that. Excuses upon excuses upon excuses upon excuses, only for this young lady to find out that this guy is actually cheating on her. Yes. Bottom line, the whole thing got very, very messy, because she actually knew the person he was cheating on her with, and it's somebody on that same street as well. Like, how low can you stoop as a guy? That's why some people actually use words like men are dogs, but I'm not going to say that's a right thing or a rightful thing to say, because when you say it like that, you're literally generalizing it. And trust me, some men are not dogs if others are. Some are not. In fact, I believe most are not, because a man definitely knows what he wants, trust me. And if you're not what he wants, but you are available for the taking, a man would take you. It would take you in all ramifications, trust me. It will take your body, it will take your money, it will take your time, it will take your resources, it will take everything that is available for him to take, and when he sees that one that he actually wants, he's going to step and leave you the way, whatever is remaining of you, leave you like that. That's why we always put out this advice for most ladies. It's even in the Bible. Do not awaken love until it is time. But one thing with this Gen Z, they feel if they are not doing some things that the older folks have done or are doing, they are not up to, so they want to go the extra mile, do everything an older person is doing, and they are actually doing it much more worse or in the wrong way. And how they act, like they are so impatient, their blood is hot, they just want it now, and stuff like that, which actually affects them on the long run, because they don't listen to advice, they don't listen to counsel. They feel they now know everything they need for life is in the internet. So what do you want to tell to them? If they are stranded, they'll just Google or use chat GPT, AI or something, forgetting that practical life issues need experiences from people that have been there. It's different when I'm telling you, oh, this is how okra soup tastes. In fact, this is how it looks. If you cook it at some particular degree, this is how it's going to look. If you don't cook it at some particular degree, this is how it's going to come out. It's going to be running. It's not going to be slimy the way you want it. Then you feel, oh, but I've seen a video of how to make okra on YouTube. I am telling you from experience because I have made it. But that person perhaps also watched a video. So the thing online is circulation of news, circulation of information. They go refine it, add up a little thing, take out a little thing, then they put it back. So news and everything just keeps circulating. While some people have had practical experiences to this thing, some people have been making okra all their life, and perhaps they've lived 60 years. So you want to compare a 60 years experience to a 15-minute YouTube video? Please, how? Do you get? So this is how most of these Gen Z people think when it comes to things. You're trying to advise them, they're telling you, no, there's this celebrity I'm following, he's my mentor, he does it like this, does it like that. Someone is telling you, no, this part you're walking now, we've actually walked it. We've crossed this bridge. We are telling you, if you're not careful, you will drown. And you're like, no, talk to the hands, the ears are not listening. And then eventually something wrong happens to them or happens with them. So yeah, in fact, that girl's story really touched me badly, because on the long run, she couldn't take it, that you would actually leave me after all these years we've been together, and everything we've done, everything we've shared, which is, of course, intimacy is involved. So that's why, you remember what I said about intimacy. Try to, if possible, try to hold yourself and save yourself for marriage. Trust me, it's worth it. Then the guy goes, in fact, is no longer interested in the relationship. This was after they blew his cover. Like the girl was like, oh, actually know why you've been giving me attitude, actually know why you've been doing this. It's actually because you're involved with so person. He didn't expect that she was going to find out, but she did. She found out, and then it was surprised, like, how did you know this, that, and all that? And instead of, you've been caught now, right? Instead of stooping low, to humble yourself and even apologize, who knows, maybe she's still going to take you back. Perhaps she loves you that much, she's willing to try again. But the guy went, oh, I'm no longer interested, I'm no longer this, I'm no longer that, this, that, and what? The girl was so hurt and broken, like she couldn't take it. Like, how dare you do this to me? She actually left her own school, took out of her school fees that she's supposed to pay, and transport down to the guy's school, to meet him, just so maybe they can fix this and all that. And the guy was like, no, I'm sorry, this cannot work any longer. You're no longer the person I love. I'm now in love with someone else, and what. So the girl was she was broken and all that. So she being a lady that is hurt, when you are in that moment of hurt, in fact, if you don't let the right people know that this is happening to you, you could actually make much more stupid decision, because your brain is not just functioning well, your heart is badly broken, you're thinking of stupid things, stupid options, you're thinking of a lot of things. Trust me, it normally feels like the end of the world. I've been heartbroken before, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. So the lady, out of all that stuff, she was actually talking to some of her friends, like, this is advice, man, what should I do? Then one of them brought the suggestion, since we know this girl, she's on the street now, why not plan for her, Willie, and beat her up and warn her to stay clear of this person, and she was like, oh, that feels or seemed like a good suggestion, that seemed like a good suggestion. I feel we can actually do that, and she was like, okay, girls, let's do it. It doesn't cost a thing, no. If you have wrong people around you. So that was exactly what they did. So they arranged for some boys, they actually went to this particular girl, attacked her while she was on her way home, in the night, and actually beat her up, like real beating, blue black. Like, if you see this person's call, don't pick, block him from all social media platforms. If you call him, dear, call him and tell to him that this is what happens, or this is what we did, or something. In fact, that will be the end of you. And we are not just saying it. If we can find you, just know that we can always find you again, no matter what you think and all that. So this girl, went back. She was scared, she was in pain and all that. So the guy, actually has been trying to reach her and all that, she won't pick and all. So he also has a friend, of course, because they are all on the same street. My guy, please, would you go to this my babe's house and help me check? I've been trying now for this. She won't pick my call, she's not returning it as well, all the messages, nothing. So the guy went, and when he came back, he was actually like, oh, she has not been feeling fine, she's so down and all that. I think she had an accident or something, because he didn't get the full gist and all. Accident, but she didn't call me. What's wrong? What's up? So the guy actually left school. That's why I said, if a man wants something, he wants it. What he wouldn't do for that other one, he's doing it for this one. He now actually left school, just to come to see her. Even she didn't know he was coming, only for him to come. And then she couldn't hide it now. What happened to you? I felt, no, this is not you falling, tell me the truth and all that. Then she started crying, and like, some guys, a few days back, this, that, and the one that they like, it was like, it's only one person that could do this, and I know who it is. Like, who can it be? Of course, my ex-girlfriend. Your ex-girlfriend, but she's in school. Are you sure? The girl wasn't trying to, don't make wrong accusations and all that. He was like, I'm sure of it and all that, and he actually, called her up and like, I saw what you did, or the messengers you sent, I've actually received your message. Now I'm going to tell you one thing. You see, all those times we've spent together, I actually have some implicating things that I can actually use to ruin your life, like ASAP if I want it. I have your nudes with me. Just imagine. I have some of our sex videos here on my phone. So if you try any rubbish, or if you try something like this again, this one is just a warning. But if you try something like this again, I'm going to upload it on all social media platforms. And I know you have some of your family members, some of your friends, and some people you respect on your socials, so they are going to see everything we've been up to. I would not even feel anything, because most of the videos, my face is not even there, but your face, your body, everything. Just imagine, imagine a man that claims he was once in love with you actually saying things like this. I'm not trying to say side the girl or something, because I obviously did not buy the idea of having to waylay somebody and attack them because of a man. Like, how low can you stoop, sister, as a lady, to do that? But do people do this? Of course, up to tomorrow there are still cases like this, So I'm saying, just see how nasty your relationship became, because of one partner's infidelity, that the other partner, was unable to take or actually agree with, that this is actually the reality now. He doesn't want me, he now wants somebody else, So this was how the girl was speechless, like, oh my god. So all those things I actually have been sending to him, of course, because she has been sending through chat and all. Then she now became the one apologizing, I'm sorry, I'm this, I'm that, and all that. I won't do it again. Okay, you people can be together if that is what you want and all that, But still, she was still so hurt, like too hurt, that she couldn't take it. And the story ended so badly, in a very, very nasty way. Like, in a very, very nasty way. This young lady actually committed suicide. She committed suicide, yes. Like, she couldn't take it, like, the pain, just it was everywhere with that other one. He would upload a picture, like he would use a picture on his profile as his profile picture, something he never did when he was with you. So she was like, oh my god. So he actually really never actually loved me. He never loved me, because if he did love me, why did I not have some of these privileges this other lady is having? So the more she thought about it, the more the thoughts consumed her. Like, people are already mocking you. Some people were, commenting that, what's happening? What about so person? That was for people that actually knew they were in a relationship, So because, they thought they were hiding it, from the compound and the parents and all that. But some persons actually knew that they were involved. Like, of course, his friends and of course her friends. So some were making comments like, why is he posting this girl? And we also know this girl because this girl is also on the same street. If it were even somebody they didn't know, that would be like, oh, but the girl was on the same street. It was so bad, like too bad, guys. It was so bad. So she couldn't take it and she committed suicide, even whilst in school, writing a letter that this thing actually is because of the guy. She's doing it. She can't actually just live and watch him happy with somebody else that is not her and all that. And when the school authorities finally found her out, because she was not staying at the hostel, she was staying off campus, so something like this student lodge, that has other students. So some persons actually noticed that we've not seen this person for a while and all that. And when they knocked, no knock was like there was no sound coming in, but they actually felt like, when was the last time you saw her? So they called to ask her friend, has she been coming to lectures? No, we haven't seen her like 2 days now. We're even planning to come check up on her, like to know if she's all right, because we've been calling her phone, no response. That was when some of the guys were like, we hope something is not wrong. They knock, no response. Where is the key? There is no key. Is there anyone with an extra key? No extra key. So they had to break down the door, only for them to find her lifeless inside the room. She was already looking somehow, because it's been 2 days already, and in a closed environment, and all that. Then they saw the pills she overdosed on. What happened? What? They read the letter, and that was when they picked her phone, trying to contact one or two of her family members and all that. So news got across the street. It was really a bad, even the guy, I don't know how he reacted, anything, but I'm sure he would not feel too good, even if not for anything, even if he doesn't love her again, like there's no longer love in the relationship. There is something we call humanity. For the sake of you being human, that like, oh my god, this person actually died. And the girl that the guy was involved with, I don't know how she took it as well, but how she feels, oh, finally the person that's troubling me is gone or something, or she felt pity, I don't know. But I'm just trying to tell you people how bad infidelity can go. It's a really big issue. Sometimes it can become so worse that it claims lives, ruins family, ruins your destiny. Just imagine you killing somebody and then the authority the authorities, they apprehend you, and then you get to spend the rest of your life in jail. All of your dreams, your aspiration, your parents, your friends, you've disappointed yourself, your family, the society, you've disappointed God, everything, so it's actually a big one. It's actually a big one. So really, really, how do you handle a cheating partner? How do you handle a cheating partner? That's what we are going to dive into in the next episode of handling a cheating partner. So if you see this and you've seen this episode, you definitely do not want to miss the next episode, because we have much more interesting story and of course practical steps on how you can handle a cheating partner. That is if your partner is cheating, and how do you actually heal. That is if you are no longer interested in the relationship, you want to move on, or how do you actually heal if you're interested in rebuilding the relationship. Don't forget, this is Corner Spot and I'm Sophia, your host with the most. I'm your go-to host for all things dating, love and relationship. So keep watching Corner Spot, and of course we're going to catch you on the next episode, which is going to be part 2 of how to handle a cheating partner. Until that time, keep it locked and stay tuned to watching Kana Sports. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us for more. Until next time, guys. Bye.